We've got a Chiefs mailbag on today's Chiefs Report. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Thanks to everybody submitting their questions and using hashtag Chiefs. Makes it a lot easier on me and the producers behind the scenes to find your questions. First up from Monster Jam Fan 0311, very loyal watcher. Hey, Harrison. Hey, Monster Jam Fan 0311. What is the biggest spot that Chiefs seem to lack in every year? Well, believe it or not, I didn't take a deep dive into every year of the franchise's history, but in recent memory, I would say at times the secondary has been suspect. I think last year it actually overachieved. Obviously, bringing in a guy like Tyrann Mathieu helps you out, but I think at times you could probably say, man, are Charvarius Ward and Bashaud Breeland actually as good as they are playing? That's a fair question. Obviously, you look back, sure, they had Eric Berry, but cornerback specifically, I would say, has been a position of weakness, if you will. Like I said last year, overachieved. It was average to above average. We'll see what it looks like this year, but it does seem like the Chiefs don't invest in the secondary and specifically at corner very often. They did draft Marcus Peters in the first round a few years ago, but I thought they were going to do it this year. Didn't draft a corner in round one, so I would say corner, but this is a Super Bowl team, so not a ton of weaknesses. What do you guys think the Chiefs' biggest weakness is? This year, the past 10 years, in general, what would you say a typical weakness for the Kansas City Chiefs is? Go ahead and let me know in the comments section. Next up is SwagSun124. When will you do a 2021 mock draft, and do you see us getting if we trade, cut Sammy Watkins and Demarcus Robinson? Sorry, I misread that a little bit there. I think the grammar was questionable. Well, that's a good point you make. Sammy Watkins and Robinson are free agents after this year. So these are my top three potential needs because we don't know what they'll do in free agency before the draft next year. I still think cornerback's going to be a big need. Breeland's on a one-year deal. Ward, isn't signed long-term. Wide receiver, for those reasons you just mentioned, with Watkins and Robinson being free agents, you'll probably need a player there. And then I still think linebacker is a little bit in question. We'll see how Willie Gay performs as a rookie, but Damian Wilson and Anthony Hitchens, probably not long-term options. So I would put those three needs as my top three after this season. And by the way, you asked for a 2020 mock draft. Here's the deal. I've been told if we get 300 likes on this video, I can do a 2021 mock draft. So if you want one, give us a thumbs up. It's not that many. We've gotten like 1,200 likes on a video before. So if we get 300 likes, we'll do a 2021 mock draft video for you guys. We'll probably put it up later this week. So I'll be curious to see, some of the players they could target in the draft. Like I said, I want to do a mock, so make sure to give us a thumbs up. But in those positions, here are some of the top prospects you can look at early on in the process. Shaun Wade, who was really good this year. He was actually better than Damon Arnett at Ohio State. Patrick Surtain, Paulson Adebo, who I thought might come out of Stanford, has some talent. Eric Stokes, Darian Kendrick as well. These are some of the very early top cornerback prospects. Obviously, we'll see how everybody plays in the college football season, assuming that does happen this year. At wide receiver, it's loaded again, just like this year. Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith. Justin Ross is a wild card because he's not going to play this year. Has kind of a weird neck/spine injury going on, so his future is somewhat in doubt, but he's talented. Jalen Waddle, Rashad Bateman, lots more receivers as well. And then at linebacker, Micah Parsons and Dylan Moses are the two guys you want to look at that I think would be fits pretty much everywhere, but especially for the Chiefs as well. Parsons probably not going to be able to get because he'll go in the top 10. We'll see where Moses ends up going. And then a couple of other names. Tough Moreland has a great name, great linebacker name, so I think he could be more of a day two prospect for Kansas City. Benjamin Wickett next up here on our Chiefs mailbag using hashtag Chiefs. Chris Jones and a first for Stephon Gilmore. We always encourage your trade ideas here on the Chiefs Report, and these two names have been thrown in trade rumors a lot recently. So this is an interesting one, right? The problem is why would the Chiefs also give up a first for a player who's older? Stephon Gilmore's excellent. He's the best corner in the NFL, but I'm not giving up Chris Jones, who's probably the second best interior pass rusher in the NFL behind Aaron Donald, for Gilmore and a first. Now, if you don't think you can keep Jones long-term financially and you want to trade for Gilmore in those 2 years remaining on his contract, I got no problem with that. But I don't think Gilmore is worth a first and Chris Jones. Chris Jones straight up and maybe like a fifth, maybe, but I don't know how much more valuable Gilmore is than Chris Jones. Chris Jones is really good, guys. Like, I don't think you guys understand just how valuable it is to have a pass rusher at the defensive tackle position. They don't grow on trees. They basically don't grow at all. There's like 3 of them who do it effectively, and Chris Jones is one of them. Sure, Gilmore's the best corner in the NFL. I'm not disputing that, but he's 4 years older than Chris Jones, and you can find corners more easily than pass rushers at defensive tackle. That's just what I believe. We saw this Chiefs defense ball out toward the end of the season without a true number 1 corner. So I'm intrigued by getting Gilmore. I'd rather keep Chris Jones, and I definitely would rather keep him, especially if I have to give up a first pick as well. Always encourage your guys' trade ideas. You can tweet them at me at HGramNFL or comment them down in the comment section. Would you guys do this trade? Benjamin, I appreciate the idea. I would not do this trade. I would type in for no. I think the Patriots would jump on this trade very, very quickly to get a first and a premier player in Chris Jones for Stephon Gilmore. A deal you guys should jump on is Chiefs hats because they are on sale. Tons of different styles at chatsports.com/Chiefs hats. And guys, Father's Day is this Sunday. It's approaching, so if you're going to get one of these before this Sunday for your dad, it's a perfect Father's Day gift. You got to order as soon as possible at chatsports.com/Chiefs hats. Most of these are on sale, up to 25% off. More styles than just the ones we showing. And yes, we do have some Super Bowl hats as well. Celebrate the Super Bowl and get your dad a nice gift, a new hat for the upcoming season. All right, Adam's next up here. If you could play catch with a quarterback, who would it be, past or present? I like this question. This is kind of something different than we typically do here on the Chiefs Report. Here's a list I put together, and we're all going to put Patrick Mahomes number 1, right? Cool young dude, best quarterback in the NFL, the Chiefs quarterback. We're all going to put him number 1. So, yes, that's the cop-out answer, but it's also the correct answer. Some other names, Peyton Manning. Oh, Harrison, he played for the Broncos. How could you pick him? He's freaking hilarious, and I'm trying to have a good time. That's why I put him there. Kurt Warner, I've always been a big fan of him. I like Donovan McNabb. He's like the ultimate poor man's Patrick Mahomes under Andy Reid back in the day. And then Deshaun Watson, he's another fun young quarterback as well. That was my quick, put a list together in 30 seconds list right there. But what would you do? You can't pick Mahomes. I did because it's my show, but who would you play catch with if it's any quarterback, past or present? We all would pick Patrick Mahomes. Pick someone else for me. Would it be a former Chiefs quarterback? Trent Green? You guys still Trent Green fans? It's kind of hard to be a huge fan of his now that you've seen Patrick Mahomes. Let me know. Who would you like to play catch with if you could choose anybody? All right, Project Bait here. If the Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl, who do you think they will play? A couple things. One, it's extremely early, right? Let's see how some of these teams play. But I'll put these 5 teams as the top NFC contenders in no particular order, although I do think those top 2 are a step above, on paper, the other ones, 49ers, Saints. 49ers, the only piece they lost was DeForest Buckner, and they got a first-round pick for him and added some good talent this offseason. Sure, they lost Emmanuel Sanders. I still think they're loaded. Saints are good. Bucks, are the Packers going to be as good? We'll see. I mean, obviously it starts with how the Chiefs play in the regular season. They got to get to the playoffs first, and they're going to have that big target on their back. They got some big matchups. They play Tom Brady and the Bucks in Week 12. You play Lamar Jackson and the Ravens early on in the season. I have no doubts the Chiefs will be in the playoffs. We'll see what seed they end up getting, but obviously all the odds makers have the Chiefs as Super Bowl favorites. The NFC kind of a little bit more wide open, in my opinion. So predict for me, Chiefs Kingdom. What will Super Bowl 55, what will the matchup be? Chiefs versus who? I assume we're all going to have the Chiefs out of the AFC. Who do you guys think will be the team out of the NFC? Go ahead and let me know what you guys think the matchup will be in Super Bowl 55. __, see what I did there? Because I see what you did there. Do you think the Chiefs should have an all-yellow color rush jersey? Now, so basically you're saying you want to see this. Am I assuming? This is Photoshop. This actually did not happen, by the way, when they played the Cowboys. I don't know. I assume it would mean a yellow lid as well. This one has a red one. Maybe once every few years it would be interesting. It's a little bit out there. Producer Brett's laughing behind the scenes. I don't think he's a big fan. My personal favorite jersey for the Chiefs, by the way, it's the all reds. That's my favorite look. I don't know about the all yellows. So look, preseason game, 1 game per year, I'm down. What do you guys think? What is your favorite Chiefs uniform combination? Let me know down in the comments section. Again, I'm all about the all reds. The all yellow, it would be an interesting look. We'll show it one more time for you guys. I don't know. It's a weird one. I'm not sure. I'm open to it. The Chiefs can wear whatever they want. We know they're going to put up 30-plus points, but this jersey idea is certainly out there.